a phenomenal day wherever you are. Okay. I was just sitting here and I was listening to a video on YouTube, this brother named Yusuf Al. Okay. And one of the things that I like about Yusuf Al, and I done said this time and time again, but I like his like how knowledgeable he is, right? It is like it really does something like it like damn, but I was just listening to him and Yusuf Al, he talks about consumer law. He also talks about spiritual law, okay, which they go, I would like to say they go kind of hand in hand with one another. But one of the things that I was thinking, right, you know, all the stuff that we have been taught and we have been living by, these certain ideas, these certain, ideologies, the pathologies and, things of that nature. And we just been living in a certain way and feeling like, well, this is really how life is supposed to go. And then once you come to the realization of, well, this really isn't the way life is supposed to be, right? Then you start finding out that most likely you are going against universal laws. You violating the universal laws. It's funny. Earlier today, when I was at Walmart, I had met this phenomenal sister, and me and her began talking because I had went down the aisle in Walmart, where they have like the journals and stuff like that. And I was, about to record the journals, and me and her started talking. And basically, she was, telling me, about her life and stuff like that. And one of the things that I'm going to say is this: if you are extremely exhausted, if you are extremely tired, you feel burnt out, that is because you are going against universal law. Okay. And is also because you most likely been conditioned to believe that you have to work so hard, and you have to work so hard until you burnt out, you tired. And just imagine, for so many years you are working doing something that you absolutely don't like. Okay. And then you doing this all the way up into 65 years of age, or whatever the retirement age, thing is. Just imagine it. Okay. I mean, that is really, really something to think about. And so, as I was listening to the video, that I was, watching and listening to, one of the things I started thinking was, when somebody is telling you something, and you may feel pissed off at first, right? Like when you come into truth, you may feel pissed off because you may feel like, damn, nobody ever taught me this. When you start going through your whole awakening, you may really feel a certain type of way, some type of animosity, some type of anger. You may feel because, when you come into the information, and right now we are in information age, as though, everything is pretty much at our fingertips. Is so much information that's out here, whether it's on the internet, wherever, okay, mainly on the internet. And when you come across all this information, you just may be really pissed off. And, even with consumer law, you may feel like, damn, nobody ever taught me that. Nobody ever taught me that, my bills are all prepaid. Nobody ever taught me, whatever it is. And one of the things I'm going to say is this, okay? You may be pissed off, but it'll come a time where is the more you study, okay? You guys hear me say study, read the books. And for me, it's like I have this curiosity, going on within myself. And I always pretty much been that way, like curious about how I could change my life, curious about how, I could do things different, how I could fix my life. And oftentimes I would try to escape and run away from whatever it was that was showing up. But I always tried different things, meaning I tried different religions, because I just wanted to feel better. Okay. I just wanted to feel better. I just wanted more from my life. And which is funny because, you try all these different things and then, you probably been programmed, oh well, seek God outside you and go to this church and go to this and do this religion and do that. And you trying all these different religions, right? Hey, Hosey, PCA baby, it's Josie, PCA baby, PCA. You trying? Oh, thanks, my love. You trying all these different things, and then it comes a point in time where so you like, oh my goodness, all the things that I have been taught to do, none of it works. Okay, all of hey Lamont, PCA baby, PCA married to my am I married? I was about to say married to myself, my love. Okay. But you try all these different things and you just see that all the stuff that you tried, it doesn't work. And you know what? I feel that all of us need to go through this journey of darkness. And the reason I say that is because you can't get to light without darkness, okay? And it may appear to be some area in your life where as though it may seem that it's really, really dark. Um, you know, things are just going a certain type of way. But like I like to say in majority of all my videos, if you are going through so much, it seems like hell, okay, to every issue, to every problem, I really want you to understand and get this. There is always a solution, okay? And so maybe you just coming into the information, you just had your spiritual awakening. And this is another thing, okay? For the people that, going through their spiritual awakening, I had my spiritual awakening back in 2018. And that just means like, you become a little enlightened. You start seeing things, past the illusions. You start seeing things for what they really are. But don't think, okay? I don't want you to think that, oh, because I had my spiritual awakening, like my life is just going to be like la da 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 da, like like the goddamn Brady Bunch or Leave It to Beaver or any of those things, right? Is not okay. Is you still will go through things and you still will grow through things, okay? And the things that you going through, it is for you to grow through. It is not there to break you. It is not there to destroy you. Whatever it is that you are growing through, you are bigger than that thing. And although it may appear that that thing is bigger than you are bigger than that thing. And you have to understand that yeah, I'm honey better than great. Okay. I'm having a day that is better than great and better than most. I hope you are having a phenomenal day. Um and so you have to understand it. You have to understand that although you coming into, new information and stuff like that, you may feel, pissed off. Pissed off. Like why nobody ever taught me this? Why nobody ever, shared this information with me or whatever. I believe in divine timing and things happen the way they are supposed to happen. Okay. And so, when you're going through, that's good. We'll see. So when you're going through those things, just understand that, you know, the reason why the information didn't come to you back then is because you wasn't ready for it. That's really the truth, because if you was ready for it, you would have came across it. You would have came somebody would have told you that information. You wasn't ready for it. It almost puts me in the mind of the Matrix, right? Like with Neo and stuff like that, like him finding out, all these different things. Hey Tracy, PC, baby, PC, honey, I was eating some chips. Eating some chips. Um, but yeah, so that's pretty much, it's not for you to be pissed off at anyone, not pissed off at, your family, like, damn, you ain't even tell me this information, all these different things, the school system, damn, you ain't tell me this information. Because not for nothing, okay, the people who you may have wanted to tell you certain information, they couldn't tell you the information. And that's what, anything, like, I remember one time I had a conversation with my mother, and I remember we got on the topic. I was talking about God, and I said, all this time, and this was 2018. Right? Right. I have missed a lot. It's okay, honey. Get your sleep, okay? Um, but I remember 2018 when I had my spiritual awakening. Me and my mother, we was talking and stuff, and I remember one day I brought up the topic about God, and I said, all this time I've been praying and thinking that God was always outside me, thinking God was, somewhere out there, on a cloud, a old white man with, a long beard and the stick and stuff like that, and looking down and condemning me for all the things that, I may have done that was wrong. And I remember telling my mother that, and one of the things my mother said to me, she was saying, no, God not outside you. And I just was like, well, if God, if you knew God wasn't outside me, all the times, which it would be a lot of nights, when I would pray, when I would do prayer. And I never forget, when I was a kid, I would get on my knees, get before I get in bed, get on my knees, and I would pray, and then I would look up, right? Like as if to say, like, God, I hope you heard my prayers and stuff like that. And so I always had this notion that God was outside of me. I always had this notion that, God is, if I went against the adult, so to speak, if I said something back, if I voice my opinion, God is gonna get me, and all these different things, and all these different superstitions, and things like that. And I really understand and know that each and every one of us, we have to go through our own spiritual journey and our own, awakening, so to speak, and experience things for truly for ourselves. Because it's one thing for people to tell you, but it's something completely different when you go through it and experience, the enlightenment, the spiritual awakening, and everything like that on your own. And so I'm gonna leave this with you guys, okay? Because I'm always talking about a good book, okay? And this book is kind of falling apart. But The Mystic Path to Cosmic Power. This is like one of the books by Vernon Howard. This is like my second favorite read. My first one is The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. But The Mystic Path to Cosmic Power, it talks so much about, seeking the kingdom of heaven within, okay? Because, it's really frequencies that they talking about. Also, wearing this mask, this illusion, that you happy, and deep down inside that you don't feel so happy. You feel sad majority of the time, and all these different things, and all of that is stems from somewhere, right? And to the person that may be going through this, okay, I'm here to tell you, if you are aware of it, you can change it. If you are aware of it, you can change it. Another thing, stop doing things for people that you necessarily don't want to do, because you feel if you tell them no, or if you don't do what they asked of you, then they will be pissed off. As long as you live a life like that, making everybody else happy, you will be living in hell. Okay? And when I say living in hell, I'm talking about the frequency. Okay? Most likely you are doing everything to make everybody else happy because of fear. Fear of and codependency. Fear of, if I don't do this for them, they're not going to do it for me. If I tell them no, they're going to be pissed off at me. If I don't want to go, if I don't go, then I'm going to hear it from everybody from the family telling me, I should have went, and, all these different things. Let me tell you something, okay? You are not here to be a prisoner for someone else. Let me say that again. You are not here, and you were not created to be a prisoner for someone else. You were not created to make everybody else happy while you go to bed at night crying. Okay? You're not here for that. You're not, and when we go through things, it is the universe is always showing us exactly what it is that we are violating, what laws we are violating. People are constantly showing us what laws we're violating. Some people say, well, you know what? I love this person. I love them. I put them before me. And that's exactly what they showed you. They showed you that you was putting them before yourself, and that's why you don't feel good, and that's why you feel betrayed. That's why you feel, in some incidents, some people give up on love. Why would you give up on love? Why would you give up on love because you got it wrong a few times? There's no reason to give up on love. It's for you to go over how you was showing up in the relationships that you was showing up, right? At times it could have been, insecure. Okay. At times it could have been you felt like this person was going to be able to give you something that you felt you was lacking. Okay. Because, from an early age, we are taught that, what people give us is more important than what we give ourselves. And that's why sometimes people get so upset when a significant other don't buy them roses and flowers and everything like that, because you've been programmed, okay? That, no, let them buy you the roses. But what if they don't buy you the roses, my love? What if they don't buy you the roses? So you're going to cheat yourself out of something that you like. Sometimes we have to really listen to the stuff that we tend to say. It's something that you like, and you're going to walk around and be pissed off because they didn't buy you roses or flowers or whatever it is. But it never was nothing wrong with you going to buy yourself those flowers and roses. You could have brought that for yourself. And so you're going to be pissed off and waste that energy instead of you just going to the store and buying your own flowers and roses. And you know why we tend to do those things, why we tend to get pissed off? Because the person didn't do them, because of the programming. All right. And so this video is to say, when you start coming into new information and start seeing past the illusions and stuff like that, you have your spiritual awakening. You are always going to be coming across information and always growing. If you seek, ye shall find. Okay, but don't be pissed off. Go through it and grow through it. I can't say don't be pissed off because you have every right to be pissed off. But one of the things you have to understand is the reason why you didn't come across this all the information, that perhaps is going to change your life is because you wasn't ready for the information. Because there's a such thing as divine timing. You know, we get certain things, we receive certain information, and it's funny because sometimes you could meet someone that live. It's so crazy how the universe works. Because you was not in alignment. Say for instance, you met this person, you probably was on vacation, probably just say you was, in Bora Bora somewhere, okay? And you met this person, and only to come to find out that this person lived a block away from you, okay? And now the reason perhaps why you met this person is now because you are in alignment with them, right? You guys are on the same exact frequency as one another. Okay. So whatever it is that is showing up in your life, anything that's showing up in your life, you know, do understand that it is for the better good of you. Okay. It is there to better your life. It is there for you to look at it and understand that I know this is showing up in my life, but this is here for me to better my life. And Source is always trying to get our attention. Source, God, Allah, honey, I don't care what you call it. You can't get wet from saying water. And when I say God, I'm not a part of religion. I just feel a need to put that out there. Spiritual, okay, spirituality. But you have to understand. And if you're a part of religion, always do what works for you. You get what I'm saying? But when you start going through this whole process of awakening, and I do believe that you could have many episodes of awakening, right? I don't think it's just like, oh, I awakened once or whatever. I think that you can awaken, many times. That's my belief, okay? But you go through this whole experience. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be hard on yourself. Be patient with yourself. And do the best that you could do. All right? That's all you can do anyway. And so till next time, I love you guys. Keep rocking out. Keep believing in yourselves. And I believe in you because I believe in me. And I know that it's possible for you. I know whatever it is that you desire to have, be, do, I know that you, in fact, can have it. Okay? You have to believe in yourself. You have to keep that vision of yourself, the things that you see for yourself, the things that life that you want for yourself. You have to hold that vision and understand that it's just a matter of time. Okay? Understand this. Everything that you want, it is already here. It does not have to be created. It's here already. You just have to get on that same exact frequency that thing is on. And the universe will never take something from someone else and give it to you. Okay? What is yours is yours. And you don't have to compete. You don't have to compare. You don't have to be jealous. You don't have to envy other people and thinking like, oh, well, they only, these people are the only ones that's going to get, the best piece of cake or whatever, and it's not true. Or none of that is true. Okay. Everything is based upon energy, vibration, frequency in this here universe. Anything else, it does not matter. Okay. Where you've been born, what's your skin color, what's your education background, those things don't matter. What matters is energy, vibration, frequency. Okay, that's what truly matters. And with that being said, I love you guys, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace.